Hola chicas, welcome back to today's video. Today I want to share with you guys some of the most major life lessons that I have learned in my life. I recently turned 38 and I just want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes. I felt so loved and I'm definitely in my friend era and I hope it stays like this forever because I remember some of my birthdays in the past were so silent, and this year I got so much love, and that just tells me that I have amazing friends and amazing people in my life. I wrote down a list of things that I have been learning, and I don't want to say that I wish that I knew these when I was a teen or whatever, because they're a part of my journey. And I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section, like what are some major life lessons that you have learned that as a millennial have really just helped you out so much. I think that it is beneficial to share with the community, especially if there's younger people watching this or older people. You never know. We can always learn from each other regardless of age. I know some of the ladies that inspire me the most are usually older women, but I have some young ladies in my life that I'm like, whoa, like 16, 17 years old, that I'm so inspired by. Let's start with the first one, which is a proverb. Not my circus, not my monkey. This basically to me means that if it doesn't concern you, don't even engage it. But I'm not talking about like social causes or things that are happening in the world that we should definitely involve ourselves with, even if it doesn't affect us. I'm talking more so in our intimate everyday life, right? So more central. Talking about problems within a family, issues within an office space or a work environment, or even on social media. If it doesn't concern you, why even engage in something like that? It does not bring anything good, in my opinion, to engage in things that are not even your problem. So that's the first one. Not my circus, not my monkey. Comparison is a thief of joy. Yes, so when we're often comparing ourselves on social media, you're not gonna be happy because most of the things that are presented on social media are packaged and presented in a way that shows the best version of that scenario. And if we're comparing everyday real life, it does not look like anything like that. But also, we have to be more focused on our lives and making our life feel incredible. Not to compare it, but does your life feel amazing to you? Do you feel like you are living your purpose or giving purpose to your life? How does your everyday existence feel? Focus on that. And if you find yourself comparing yourself on social media, don't even open up the app. You have no obligation to maintain a one-sided relationship. This is more so like a friendship and any type of relationship, really, even bonds with your siblings. There's no obligation to maintain and to always be the one reaching out to people. Now, as a grown woman, I'm also not the type of friend that if you don't respond to me, I'm gonna take it personally. I don't take it personally because I'm also not someone that responds all the time. Why? Because life is busy. And I love and appreciate a friend who says, hey, Dulce, I'm sending you this message. I just wanna see how you're doing. I'm praying for you. Just wanna let you know you are on my mind. You don't have to respond. Love that type of relationship. That's a mature relationship. But there's also maybe a relationship that you might find yourself in where you're always making the plans, you're always reaching out, and that person is literally ghosting you, whoever that person might be. In order for any relationship to work of any form, two people have to be invested. Two people have to want to make it work or else it will not work. Next, never share your personal business on social media. I'm gonna keep it real. Nobody cares. They probably only care about the chisme and to judge the relationship. But nobody cares if you are going through something in your life. They just want to know, what are you up to? What are you doing? Why give people access to your personal life? Your personal life should be only regarded for people who have earned the right to have an intimate moment with you and to know the intimate details of your personal life. I used to be the one that would always share and open up with like anybody that I met because I felt like that was the way to form a relationship and make a connection. But the older that I've gotten, it's like nothing is going to change by me sharing this information. I'm only going to feel exposed and vulnerable that part of my life is out there with someone who I might not really trust. And we don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Again, nobody cares. Really, honestly, I know it sounds harsh, like nobody cares, but nobody cares. They only want to just hear the chisme and judge. Obviously, not everybody. I can't say everybody, but the majority of people online, right? So don't compromise yourself and don't put yourself out there for people to have access and to judge and make assumptions, because that's really what's going to happen. Now, when a door closes on you, it's a blessing. It is such a blessing. I used to take things so personal and feel like if someone rejected me, especially in business, I'm talking about business, but this applies to anything. If I had an opportunity, and so many times, brands have decided to go in a different direction, which just means they decided to hire different talent, and they just whatever. I don't take that personally at all, because whatever is meant for you is going to be for you. No human on this planet could ever keep what God has planned for you. No human on earth can close a door on you that God cannot open. So if a door closes, best believe that is God saying, this is not for you, and trust me. So I surrender, and I don't hold any resentment. I know that if they decided to go in a different direction, it's not about me at all. It's not about me. It's not meant for me. It's not going to keep me from anything that is destined for me. It just means that wasn't for me. So apply that to anything. You don't get a job, you get rejected by a person, right? A relationship. That is a blessing. That person was not for you. The next one, not everybody is going to like you. This one took me damn near 38 years to learn. But when I went to Bali, I realized that this is when I learned it. Just recently in my trip to Bali in June, I learned not everybody's going to like me. And the reason that I learned it is because I felt so at home with myself and the group of women that were with me. I felt so like myself, and like I could really be who I am without judgment. Because I can get on here on social media and say so many different things about what I believe in, and the internet will cancel me, and they will get rid of me like this. That's how the internet works. But I decided, what am I doing? Why am I shrinking myself to be accepted, to be liked, to get followers? Why am I doing that? That is not true authenticity, and that is not living. And I decided to be completely who I am. That means that I don't act a certain way, I don't speak a certain way, I don't move a certain way that is not authentic to who I am. A new one that I'm learning, I'm not going to smile and be pleasant all the time if I really don't have a reason to smile. I used to laugh at people's jokes when they were not funny, and I think I will still do that, to be honest, but because I don't want to make them feel bad. So I would be like, you will always find me laughing at jokes that are not funny, because I don't want to hurt your feelings that your joke sucked. So I just laugh at people. So now I'm just like, okay, Dulce, if it's not funny, don't laugh, girl. My husband is always reminding me of that. Don't laugh if it's not funny. But also, this kind of leads me into magnetism, and I want to do a whole episode on my podcast about magnetism, because I feel like when you are so rooted in your authentic self, which is I've only been able to achieve that through meditation and to just being authentically who I am internally, that exudes outward, and then you don't have to perform. When you're not being true, you are performing. People can sense when you are performing. So if you have quirks, embrace the quirks. If people don't like those quirks, sorry, there's only one you. And trust me, you will find people that love you for who you are. I have seen that so much in my life, especially right now where I am in my authentic era forever. I see, whoa, I actually have a group of women who love me for who I am. My family, my friends love me for who I am. You can only be you. Don't waste your life, your precious one opportunity to be who you are and who God designed you to be. God doesn't make any mistakes. He made you exactly the way that He made you, because you are perfect in His eyes and you are made in His image. How amazing is that, right? So embrace your quirks, embrace everything that makes you you, whatever it is that you have, embrace it, own it, show people. You don't like it? Sorry, not my problem that you don't like it. You don't have to be in my life, right? That's the Leo attitude that I have. Okay, never assume that your job is stable or secure, especially in today's economy and world and the digital era. So many jobs are being replaced because of AI, and unfortunately so many people are losing their jobs. So as a millennial, I think for all of us, and this can apply to the younger generations of course, but as millennials, something that is so important for us is side hustles, right? I do YouTube because I love it and because I love showing up and I love being creative, but YouTube is not my livelihood. A lot of things have changed. And so when I show up here with you guys, it's because I want to show up and I want to be doing this. I want to edit. I want to just connect with you guys. That's what I want to do, is connect. But side hustles are so important, which is why Jesse and I are so invested in sharing our side hustles with you. So hopefully it can inspire you. Sources of income, because not one thing is sturdy. And if we want to live that financial freedom, we have to have many different sources of income flowing in so we can have freedom, right? Financial success is freedom. It's not a luxury, it's freedom that it gives us to do whatever we want to do, to really fulfill and live out our dharma sometimes. Next thing, I'm gonna wrap it up because we're already at 14 minutes. Embrace challenges, don't avoid them. If you see a challenge, go directly to that challenge and square up with it. Face it head on. Don't avoid it because you're afraid of losing or you're afraid of failure. Failure is one of the most important things, and you know what? I love failing. And I fail forward. That's what I do. I look for moments and opportunities to fail. Everything that I do, I've never done before. Never in my life have I done it before. So I know there's gonna be so many moments of failure, and I don't even look at it as failure. I just look at it like a learning lesson. The first time that I taught meditation, it was to a group of these wonderful senior citizens with dementia and Alzheimer's. And they gave me the hardest time. They were like, we can't hear you, like speak up, like what are you doing here? Like they were really confused as to why I was even there. And I was so nervous. This is the first time that I'm teaching meditation. I was so nervous. And they were really like, they don't BS. Like if they don't enjoy something, they don't enjoy it. Like some of the people there, they were like just looking at me when I told them, close your eyes, relax, listen to the music, and so on and so forth. They were just like staring me down. Like they did not close their eyes at all. And so I was like, oh my gosh, so many challenges. The first time that I ever taught meditation, so many challenges. I went in the car and I was so happy. I'm like, this was a success. Why? Because I learned so much, and they were the best group for me to do it the first time because it was challenging. So look for challenges. Where can I get challenged? Where can I try something new? And you're only going to get better at something by repetition and by learning from your mistakes and your failures. This is only when you fail and you don't know something, it's an opportunity for you to learn and get better at something. That's it. That's what failure is. Doesn't mean that you suck or you're incapable. That's not what it means. We want to fail. Success is a pinnacle. It's a little moment. The journey is what matters, right? The journey getting there is what matters. Wrapping it up, I think we have to put so much importance in healing our triggers and our trauma if we are parents, because the last thing that we want to do is pass it on to them. I have such a big passion for children and animals because they can't defend themselves and they don't have a voice. So one of my biggest triggers for me is seeing other parents yell at their children or yell at an animal. You know, we don't want to pass that down to them. Our children are so innocent. They don't deserve for our trauma to be passed down onto them. So it is so important to learn what is triggering us. What have we gone through? Can we learn how to process that? Can we let it go? Can we bring it up to the surface so we don't have a household that is full of chaos and yelling and disorganization and mess and uneasy? You know, our kids deserve a home that they feel safe enough to be who they are without judgment, to be quirky, to be silly, to be funny. If you have a child who is very silly, I read somewhere that it's take it as a compliment, because that just means that they feel safe enough to be themselves. And that's so important. We want that for our children, to be loved, to be cared for, to be nurtured, to be loved, and have a home that feels like a temple, peaceful, loving, right? For me and Jesse, we got together when we were so young. I was 18, he was like 20 years old. He's now 40 and I'm 38. And we had a pretty toxic relationship in the beginning, meaning that there was a lot of yelling. That's it. There was a lot of yelling and arguments in our household. And we knew that this is not what we wanted to give to Isaac and Aaron. They do not deserve a home where him and I are bickering, even if we are tired at the end of the day, even now, right? So for us, getting closer to God, going to church, and having Jesus as the foundation of our family has made us better people. And that's for us personally. As a couple, having Jesus in the center has made us more aware of what we want to embody, and we want to be like Jesus. We want our children to feel safe at home always. And if there's the trigger, if we're feeling like we're getting triggered, we let each other know, like, right now it's not the time to push each other's buttons, because the kids are here. It's not good. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Oh my gosh, I did not expect this to be that long, but it's a girl chat, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see you guys in our next video. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I will connect with you guys down in the comment section.